So with this course, we're not going to specifically be covering actually how to do certain aspects of digital marketing. So there won't be a section on running a Google Ads campaign or how to build a website. There are more than enough incredibly good courses out there, some paid for and some for free, already out there online from experts who are a lot better than myself at being able to explain those things. But what it is worth saying is that first of all, you're going to have to set aside time to be able to learn those things. It's not just a case of, right, you say you're going freelance on day one, your doors are open, and therefore all your time is going to be taken up with running the business. Ultimately, if you're coming at this from a perspective of having zero or only as just a small amount of experience in digital marketing, you're going to have to learn. That's not to say that you even have to do courses. Courses work for a lot of people and they are incredibly valuable, but it's not to say they work for everyone. The most important thing with all of this though is gaining practical experience. And the best thing with digital marketing is that you've got an internet connection and you have a laptop. So ultimately you can do a lot of this digital marketing for yourself. And it is something which just from now and going forwards, I would highly, highly recommend. Going forwards, I think this is something you've just got to do because it offers so many lessons and just valuable experience, even if it's just a complete failure about how to do something or how not to do something. Take 5 or 6 years ago, I built my first website. Now, I built my first website on something called Moonfruit, which I don't think even exists anymore. And the reason for that is that I was actually looking for a full-time job, so I called it Offer Down a Job. And I'll put a link in for where you can take a look at some old screenshots with it. Now, it took a couple of days to build, and to be honest, looking back on it, it looks terrible. And from a technical perspective, it doesn't work, but it did the job at the time. And as I say, that was my first experience in building a website. And to be honest, I got more out of learning how to build the website than actually building the website itself. You start to understand how things are interconnected and how things work and don't work and actually how much time it can take to do certain projects. It's all those skills which are going to come through in doing stuff. So ultimately, you've got to have the enthusiasm and you've got to set aside the time to be able to learn digital marketing. A lot of other people are also thinking about taking a professional certification in an aspect of digital marketing, whether that is a degree program or something similar. And to be honest, it isn't something which I would personally advise. Certainly there are merits and certainly there are advantages. But ultimately, you can gain enough experience to have a successful digital marketing career without needing professional qualifications. Certainly not needing professional qualifications which can cost an awful lot of money. There are more than enough certifications for free out there online. And as I say, the experience counts for so much more in actually being able to do and implement these things. It's great you can learn it in theory, but actually it's the putting it into practice which will mean you gain valuable experience and you can translate that onto your clients to be able to achieve success for them as well. So at large, it's not something I would recommend, but I'm also conscious that it's different things for different people. At that stage, you really need to consider what it is ultimately your goals are when it comes to freelance digital marketing. If you want to create a quick business that starts turning over money quite quickly just because you need a bit of extra cash, ultimately you're not going to sit there and do a 3-year degree. Also, if it's a case that you want to specifically get into running Google Ads, for example, yes, you probably do need to go off and learn some of it. It doesn't necessarily need to be a paid course, but therefore this is why we are coming back to these goals and the reasons why you want to get into digital marketing, because ultimately how you learn digital marketing is going to be affected by that. There are so many different avenues you could go down. There are certain digital marketers who specialise just in one industry, say like SEO, or there are other digital marketers which do a wide variety of different services but cater just to one industry. I've added some links in for some really good high quality resources for the most common areas of digital marketing, but to be honest, go out there and have a look as to what might benefit you.